Welcome back to my channel. First up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Specifically, we'll talk about a common yet intriguing coin, the 1974 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, in a brown shade and in very fine condition. Could this coin, sitting in your spare change, be worth a fortune today? Stick around because the answer might surprise you. The Lincoln Memorial penny was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This design replaced the wheat penny and featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. The obverse, of course, retains Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has graced the penny since 1909. The year 1974 is particularly interesting because it was during a time of economic change in the United States. Rising costs of materials like copper led to discussions about changing the composition of coins. But how does this affect the value of your 1974 penny today? Let's find out. If your 1974 penny doesn't have a mint mark, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike other U.S. mints, Philadelphia didn't use a mint mark on pennies until 2017. So, if there's no D for Denver or S for San Francisco, your coin was made in Philly. Over 4 billion pennies were minted in Philadelphia in 1974. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A brown shade on a penny indicates natural oxidation over time, which is common for older copper coins. Collectors grade these coins based on their condition. A very fine grade, like the one we're discussing, means the coin has light wear but retains most of its details. Notice how Lincoln's features are clear and the lettering is still sharp? That's what makes this coin very fine. Now let's get to the big question. How much is a 1974 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark worth in today's collector market? The collector market in today's market is worth a penny, but to fill that collector market of $150,000, Flowstone appears to be in that category. In very fine condition, this coin is generally worth its $121,000. However, if you find a coin in exceptional condition, like an uncirculated grade, it might fetch $126,000 from collectors. Rare errors like double die strikes or off-center prints can increase the value significantly. A brown shaded penny in very fine condition without any rare errors will bring a big payday. But don't be discouraged, every coin tells a story, and it could still be a valuable addition to your collection. Here are some tips for aspiring coin collectors. Look for errors, unusual markings, or minting flaws. Use coin holders or albums to prevent further oxidation. Check auction sites like eBay or specialized forums to see what collectors are paying. And don't forget to use resources for professional grading and price guides. So there you have it, the 1974 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark in very fine condition might make you rich. It's still a fascinating piece of American history. Who knows, that little coin in your pocket could one day become a collector's gem. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting to explore the 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny in extremely fine condition and its surprising value in today's collector market. The 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny is one of the most commonly circulated coins in the United States. This iconic penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. First introduced in 1959 to replace the wheat penny design, the Lincoln Memorial penny remained in circulation until 2008. But what makes the 1980 version without a mint mark so interesting to collectors today? Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't start using mint marks until 2017. This means that a 1980 penny without a mint mark is not an error, but rather standard for the time. Collectors and dealers classify coins based on their condition, which significantly impacts their value. The term extremely fine refers to a coin that has very slight wear on the highest points of the design. These coins have most of their original detail intact, making them highly desirable for collectors. An extremely fine 1980 Lincoln penny will have sharp details in Lincoln's face, crisp edges on the memorial building, and only minor signs of wear. Such coins are relatively rare compared to those in poor condition, especially since pennies are often heavily used in everyday transactions. While the 1980 Lincoln penny is not inherently rare, collectors seek them for several reasons. The 1980s marked the height of copper penny production before the switch to zinc-based pennies in 1982. An extremely fine coin from this year stands out due to its preserved quality. As coin collecting grows in popularity, even common coins in excellent condition can fetch a premium price. Now the question on everyone's mind, how much is a 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny in extremely fine condition worth today? $91,000. The collector market tells a different story. As of now, these pennies can sell for anywhere from $95,000 for standard examples in extremely fine condition. However, if the coin is graded professionally by a service and receives a high grade, its value could climb even higher. If you think you have a 1980 penny that might be valuable, here's how to evaluate it. Look for minimal wear and sharp details. Some 1980 pennies have known errors, like off-center strikes or double dies, which can increase their value significantly. Sending your coin to a professional grading service can provide an official assessment and increase its marketability. Even if your 1980 penny worth thousands, it's still a fascinating piece of history. For beginner collectors, coins like these are a great way to start building a collection without breaking the bank. And who knows, that penny in your pocket change might just turn out to be a hidden gem. So, the next time you come across a 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny, don't overlook it. Next up, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and controversial coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny. This specific penny, made of copper-plated zinc, can sometimes surprise collectors in today's market, especially if it's in fine condition. But does it hold significant value? Let's find out. First, let's set the stage. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a crucial change in the composition of the Lincoln penny. Up until this point, pennies were made of solid copper. However, due to rising copper prices, the Mint decided to switch to a cheaper alternative, zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. This marked the birth of the copper-plated zinc penny. 1982 was unique because both copper and copper-plated zinc pennies were produced. There are 7 different types of 1982 pennies, differentiated by weight, mint marks, and the size of the date. The pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, but your penny has no mint mark, meaning it came from Philadelphia. Now let's focus on your specific coin, a 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny, copper-plated zinc with no mint mark and green and gray spots. Here's how to confirm it's the zinc version. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while copper-plated zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Zinc pennies often show discoloration, such as green or gray spots, due to oxidation. These spots are more common because zinc reacts differently to the environment than copper. So, what's the big question? How much is your coin worth in today's collector market? Let's break it down. Fine condition, which describes noticeable wear but a clear design, typically appeals to collectors looking for affordable examples. However, higher grades like mint state fetch much higher prices. While your coin is copper-plated zinc, there are extremely rare 1982 with D small date copper pennies worth thousands of dollars. But for copper-plated zinc pennies without mint marks, the value is more highest. Here are the key factors that affect the value of your coin. Coins in fine condition may sell for $90,000 depending on buyer interest. Green and gray spots reduce value, as most collectors prefer cleaner specimens. Some collectors specialize in 1982 pennies because of the transition year, so demand fluctuates. If you're ready to sell your 1982 penny, here's where to start. A quick and easy way to get an appraisal and potentially sell. Platforms allow you to reach a larger audience, Search for similar listings to determine competitive pricing. These venues are great for connecting with passionate collectors who may value your coin more highly. Your specific penny may be worth a fortune. Always check for rare errors or varieties. Double dies, misstrikes, and other minting errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. Don't overlook any detail. So, is your 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny a hidden treasure? In fine condition with green and gray spots, it may break the bank, and it's still a piece of U.S. history worth appreciating. Who knows? You might have an even rarer coin hiding in your collection. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating story about the 1984 Lincoln Memorial penny. Specifically, we'll talk about the version without a mint mark, with a pinkish hue and in very fine condition, and why collectors are paying big bucks for it in today's market. First, let's go back to 1984. The United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies that year, with the iconic design by Victor David Brenner on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial reverse, introduced in 1959. Most 1984 pennies were made in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but some pennies don't have a mint mark, indicating they were struck in Philadelphia. The 1984 penny without a mint mark is common, but certain unique characteristics can make it a star among collectors. One of these standout features is a distinct pink shade, which isn't intentional, but rather a result of environmental factors or unusual chemical reactions affecting the coin's copper plating. Now let's talk about that pink shade. Normally, pennies are made of a zinc core with a thin copper coating, giving them that familiar reddish-brown color. Over time, exposure to humidity, soil, or even improper storage can create a pinkish tone. For collectors, this unique appearance adds a layer of mystery and rarity to the coin. But why does this pink shade matter? Simply put, it's unusual and aesthetically pleasing, making it more desirable for coin enthusiasts seeking out-of-the-ordinary pieces. Now, the big question: how much is this coin worth in today's market? The value depends on several factors: condition, rarity, and collector demand. A 1984 penny in very fine condition, with no mint mark and a distinct pink shade, has fetched prices $88,000 in online auctions and private sales. In very fine condition, the details on Lincoln's face, hair, and the memorial are sharp but show light wear. Combine that with the unique pink shade, and you've got a coin that stands out to collectors who are willing to pay a premium. How can you identify a valuable 1984 Lincoln penny? Here are a few tips. Look under the date. If there's no letter, it's from the Philadelphia Mint. Look for a distinct pinkish or rosy shade that differs from the standard copper tone. Very fine coins should have minimal wear and clear design details. And don't forget to preserve your coin properly. Use coin holders or soft cloth pouches to protect them from scratches and environmental damage. So, why are collectors so eager to get their hands on coins like this? It's about more than just monetary value. Coins tell a story. They're tiny pieces of history. A 1984 Lincoln penny with a pink hue stands out in any collection, showcasing how time and nature can transform something ordinary into something extraordinary. Now it's your turn. Check your pocket change, old piggy banks, or coin collections. Who knows? That overlooked penny in your drawer might just be worth more than you think. And if you've found a pink-shaded 1984 Lincoln penny, let us know in the comments below. Next up, we're diving into the story of the 1981 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark. This seemingly humble coin, especially in very fine condition, and with a unique pinkish wave tone, is gaining attention among collectors. Could this penny be worth more than a cent? Let's find out. The Lincoln Memorial penny, first minted in 1959, replaced the classic wheat penny design. By 1981, it was a staple of American coinage, with billions produced that year. But what makes this particular penny stand out is its lack of a mint mark, its condition, and, surprisingly, its color. Let's break it down. Pennies minted in Philadelphia in 1981 typically didn't carry a mint mark, unlike those from Denver or San Francisco. While this might seem ordinary, collectors are always on the lookout for unique features that set certain coins apart. One of the most intriguing aspects of some 1981 pennies is their unusual pinkish or rosy tone, often referred to as pink waves. This phenomenon can occur due to environmental exposure or a natural toning process, but when it happens uniformly and enhances the coin's appearance, collectors take notice. Coins with distinct toning are not only rare but also visually striking. This makes them highly desirable for collectors who are always searching for pieces that stand out in their collections. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin graded as very fine shows moderate wear but retains most of its design details. For a 1981 penny, this means you can clearly see Abraham Lincoln's features, the lettering is sharp, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse is well defined. If your coin meets these criteria and also features a unique pinkish tone, you could have a valuable collectible on your hands. So what's the market value of a 1981 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, in very fine condition with pink waves? While regular 1981 pennies' unique features like color toning can elevate the price significantly, depending on the demand and the uniqueness of the tone, these coins can fetch anywhere from $96,000 in today's collector market. Coins sold at auctions or online marketplaces often attract competitive bids from collectors. It's always a good idea to research similar listings to gauge the potential value of your coin. Thinking of selling or collecting these unique pennies? Here are a few tips. Always hold your coins by the edges to avoid damaging the surface. A third-party grading service can verify the condition and authenticity of your coin, boosting its value. Keep an eye on collector forums, auctions, and online marketplaces to understand what buyers are looking for. If you're selling, high-quality photos that highlight the coin's unique pinkish hue can make all the difference. And remember, even if your coin isn't worth a fortune, it could still be a fascinating piece of history to keep or trade. So, the next time you come across a penny in your change, take a closer look. You might just be holding a tiny treasure with a big story, and maybe even a big price tag. Next up, we're diving into something truly unique, the 1986 Lincoln Memorial penny. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. We're talking about one with no mint mark, a rare pink shade, and mysterious black dots. If you've ever wondered whether your pennies might be worth more than just 1 cent, then you'll want to stick around. This video could help you uncover hidden treasure in your collection. Let's get started. Now, before we dive into the specific 1986 penny, let's take a step back and understand what the Lincoln Memorial penny is all about. The Lincoln Memorial cent was minted from 1959 to 2008, and it features an iconic design that's become a hallmark of American currency. On the reverse of the penny, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to President Abraham Lincoln, which was designed by artist Frank Gasparro. It's one of the most recognized coin designs in the world. On the obverse, or front side, you have the portrait of Abraham Lincoln himself, designed by Victor David Brenner. Every penny made during these years was struck by one of the 3 U.S. mints, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, and they usually have a mint mark to indicate where they were produced. However, in 1986, most of the pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why the ones from that year often have no mint mark at all. But today we're focusing on something much rarer, the 1986 penny with no mint mark, a distinctive pinkish shade and black dots, a coin that has caught the attention of collectors in recent years. You might be wondering, what's so special about this specific version? First off, let's talk about that pinkish shade. You've probably seen the typical copper-colored penny, right? But some 1986 pennies took on a pinkish hue, which is not a normal patina for copper coins. This unusual shade is likely caused by a chemical reaction during the minting process, or it could be a result of the coin's environment, such as exposure to certain chemicals or metals over time. The cause of these pink tones might also stem from environmental factors like humidity, temperature, or even acidic substances that can cause the copper to react differently. Whatever the exact reason, the pink shade is undeniably eye-carrying and a key feature for identifying these rarities. And now let's talk about the black dots. These dots are yet another strange feature on this coin. The dots are thought to be the result of minute chemical reactions or even damage to the coin during its journey through time. Some collectors believe these marks could have been caused by exposure to high temperatures or certain chemical substances, or they could simply be a byproduct of the penny being in circulation for so many years. Now, when it comes to valuing any coin, condition is crucial. A penny in fine condition isn't the same as a coin that's been worn down with years of heavy circulation. This 1986 penny, with its unique shade and black dots, has been classified as being in fine condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to uncirculated, with fine condition sitting somewhere in the middle. A fine condition coin shows noticeable wear, but it's still very recognizable, with clear details in the design. For our 1986 penny, the fine condition means the Lincoln Memorial and Lincoln's portrait are still visible with some light wear from years of handling, but it doesn't have major scratches, dents, or corrosion. If your 1986 penny has that distinctive pink color and the black dots but is still in good shape, it's definitely in a better condition than most coins you'll come across. These factors will play a role in the coin's value on the collector's market. So you're probably asking, how much is my 1986 Lincoln Memorial penny worth if it looks like this? Well, the market for collectible pennies, especially those with unique features like a pinkish shade and black dots, has been growing over the past few years. Most standard 1986 pennies are worth $83,000. Right now, if you look on various auction platforms and collectors' websites, a 1986 penny in fine condition with these unusual features could be valued anywhere from $350,000 to $506,000, or even more, depending on the rarity of the coin's exact characteristics. There have been cases where similar coins have sold for a significant amount, driven by demand from collectors who are looking for rare and unusual varieties. The market for these types of pennies has seen a steady increase, and with more collectors focusing on mint anomalies, it's possible for these pennies to appreciate in value over time. So, how can you identify if your 1986 penny is one of these rarities? Well, step one is to carefully inspect your penny for that unique pinkish hue and the black dots. Make sure the coin is in decent condition, fine or better. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to get a closer look at the details. Once you've confirmed your coin's special characteristics, you can start researching its value. You can look at online auction sites, check with local coin shops, or even consult a professional numismatist to get an accurate appraisal. Once you've got an idea of your coin's value, you can decide whether you want to sell it or hold on to it. Remember, rarity and demand are the key drivers of a coin's price. As more collectors seek out unique varieties like this 1986 penny, its value may continue to rise. To wrap up, the 1986 Lincoln Memorial penny, with no mint mark, a pinkish hue, and black dots, in fine condition, is definitely something to keep an eye on in the collector's market. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned numismatist, this coin is a great example of how small details can make a big difference in value. So, take a look through your spare change, and who knows, you might just have a hidden gem on your hands. Next up, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most commonly found yet fascinating coins, the 1995 Lincoln Memorial penny. If you've ever spotted a green or brown shaded penny from 1995, hold on tight because it might be worth more than just 1 cent. In this video, we'll explore the unique features of this coin, why it's so sought after, and what collectors are paying for it in today's market. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. First, let's start with the basics. The Lincoln Memorial penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1959, when it replaced the wheat cent design. The 1995 penny, like others in the series, features Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. But what makes the 1995 penny without a mint mark special? The absence of a mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia, the largest U.S. mint facility. While billions of these pennies were produced, there's more to their value than just the quantity in circulation. Now let's talk about what makes a 1995 Lincoln penny stand out, especially those with green or brown shades. These colors result from environmental exposure over time. Pennies are composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, and when exposed to moisture or certain chemicals, they develop a patina, a natural discoloration that can range from green to brown. In numismatics, the study of coins, this kind of patina can add an aesthetic value, depending on its uniformity and appeal. Some collectors love these tones because they give the coin a unique, vintage look. However, the condition of the coin still plays a big role in determining its overall value. Experts determine the value of the coin based on several factors, including condition, succession, and the cracking process. Speaking of condition, if you have a 1995 Lincoln penny in fine condition, what does that mean? Grading is a standardized process used to assess a coin's wear and appeal. Fine condition means the coin shows moderate wear but still retains most of its details. For example, on the 1995 penny, Lincoln's face and hairline may show some smoothness, but the lettering, date, and design elements should still be clear and legible. If your coin is in fine condition, collectors may value it more than heavily worn or damaged ones. However, higher grades like extremely fine or uncirculated would obviously fetch even higher prices. All right, let's get to the part everyone's waiting for, the value of a 1995 Lincoln Memorial penny in today's collector market. Generally, a standard 1995 penny in circulated condition is worth $67,000, but unique factors like a green or brown patina, fine condition, or rare errors can increase its value significantly. A beautifully toned penny with an attractive green or brown patina can sell for $72,000. Some 1995 pennies have errors, such as double diobverses, where the lettering appears doubled. These can sell for $79,000 in fine condition, and even higher in better grades. So, how can you tell if your 1995 Lincoln penny is a hidden gem? Here's what to do. Look for unique features like patina, doubling on the date or lettering, or any unusual marks. This helps spot minor details or errors that are hard to see with the naked eye. Consider getting it professionally graded by a service like the Center. For buyers, check recent sales on eBay or coin auction sites to get an idea of what similar coins are selling for. List your coin on platforms, Etsy, or specialized coin forums, and highlight its unique features in the description. So there you have it. Your 1995 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark might just be worth more than you think, especially if it has a stunning green or brown patina or other unique characteristics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, keep an eye out for these small treasures hiding in plain sight. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1996 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, a coin that's turning heads in the collector market. Could this humble 1-cent coin be worth much more than its face value? Stick around to find out. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln Memorial penny has been a cornerstone of U.S. coinage since its debut in 1959, commemorating the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1996 penny we're talking about today is no ordinary coin. It's the kind that sparks curiosity, especially when it features unusual characteristics like silver spots and no mint mark. This penny was struck in 1996 at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it lacks a mint mark. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint didn't carry a PF mint mark until 2017, so if your 1996 penny doesn't have one, that's perfectly normal. But what sets some of these coins apart are unique silver-colored spots on the surface. These spots might result from environmental factors, improper storage, or even chemical reactions. But there is also a torture being inflicted on the three men by more members, as they are forced to scrape and bleach silver-colored spots on the surface. These spots might result from environmental factors, improper storage, or even chemical reactions. They're intriguing and add to the coin's story. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is king. The 1996 penny in fine condition shows light wear, but retains most of its design details. Collectors often use terms like fine, very fine, and uncirculated to describe a coin's state. Fine condition may not be at the top tier, but it's still appealing, especially if your coin has unique features like silver spot. So, what's this penny worth in today's collector market? Let's break it down. The standard 1996 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, in average circulated condition, is usually worth just its face, $74,000. However, in fine condition with intriguing characteristics like silver spots, these coins can fetch a premium. Why? Because collectors love coins with unique stories and eye-catching features. Prices can range from A to even higher, depending on the buyer's interest. Keep in mind that rarity, demand, and the coin's overall appeal all play a role in determining its market value. If you think you've got a 1996 penny with silver spots, here's what to do. First, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for any unusual patterns, discolorations, or other standout features. Avoid cleaning the coin. It could reduce its value. Instead, store it in a protective holder to prevent further wear. Whether you're buying or selling, research is key. And if you're serious about selling, consider having your coin professionally appraised or graded by a service. It could boost its value. The 1996 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark might seem like just another coin in your pocket, but in the world of numismatics, even the smallest details can make a big difference. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always keep an eye out for hidden treasures like this one. You never know what might be lurking in your spare change. Next up, we'll explore the 1997 Lincoln Memorial penny, an everyday coin that may be worth far more than just 1 cent. Could your pocket change hold a small fortune? Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln Memorial penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1959, featuring the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin is instantly recognizable. The 1997 version without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as coins from this mint traditionally lack a mint mark. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo completes the classic look. But what makes this coin so special in the world of collectors? It's not just its age or design, it's the unique coloration and condition that set it apart. The 1997 Lincoln penny you see here has a unique white and black shading on the obverse side. This is not a common feature found in circulated coins and could be due to a variety of factors, including environmental exposure or chemical reactions over time. Collectors refer to these natural patinas as toning. And while not every toned coin is valuable, those with distinct and attractive patterns often attract premium prices. This particular shading adds character, making it a potential standout in any collection. Now let's flip the coin over. The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, but what catches the eye is the green and black shading. This discoloration is likely the result of copper oxidation, which happens when copper reacts with oxygen or moisture over time. For collectors, the aesthetic appeal of this oxidation can sometimes elevate the coin's value, especially when the colors form unique or dramatic patterns. Condition is king in the world of coin collecting. This penny is classified as being in fine condition, meaning it retains most of its details despite signs of wear. Even in circulated condition, unusual features like toning or shading can make a coin desirable. So, what's the value of a 1997 Lincoln penny like this one in today's collector market? While most 1997 pennies are worth $70,000, those with unique characteristics can fetch prices ranging from $76,000 or more, depending on demand and the coin's appeal. Are you sitting on a hidden treasure? Here's what to look for. Look for unusual white, black, green, or multicolored patterns on the surface of the coin. The finer the condition, the higher the value. 1997 pennies without a mint mark are common, but unique features can set them apart. If you think you've got a special penny, consult a professional coin dealer or grading service. The 1997 Lincoln Memorial penny may seem like just another coin, but as we've seen, its unique characteristics could make it a collector's dream. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, it's always worth checking your pocket change. You never know what treasures you might find. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on a unique treasure that's been catching the attention of collectors lately, the 1999 Lincoln Memorial penny. You heard it right, this 1-cent coin might just be worth more than you think, even in poor condition. Intrigued? Let's get started. The 1999 Lincoln Memorial penny, without a mint mark, is already a common coin in circulation. But what makes some of these pennies stand out isn't just their age or design, but rather the unique conditions they've endured. On the obverse side, that's the front of the coin featuring Abraham Lincoln, you might notice a black shade or discoloration. It almost looks like a stain. But this is a result of environmental exposure, wear, or chemical reactions. Flip it over to the reverse side, and here's where it gets even more intriguing. A mix of white and black shading across the Lincoln Memorial. While this might seem like damage, these imperfections can actually increase the coin's appeal in certain collector markets. Why? Because every imperfection tells a story. Let's take a step back and appreciate the design of this iconic coin. The obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner, has featured Lincoln's profile since 1909. It's one of the most recognizable coin designs in U.S. history. The reverse, showcasing the Lincoln Memorial, was introduced in 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But here's the kicker. The lack of a mint mark on the 1999 penny means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark on pennies. Now, let's talk value. Most people think a coin in poor condition is worthless, but that's not always true. For coins like the 1999 Lincoln penny, collectors often look for unique characteristics. Those black and white shades, though caused by wear, oxidation, or accidental exposure to chemicals, can make a coin one of a kind. These imperfections, combined with the coin's story and rarity in specific conditions, can drive up its value. So, how can you determine if your 1999 penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. The black and white discolorations should be natural, not artificially added. Check for any minting errors, like doubling, off-centering, or unusual die cracks. Compare your penny with similar ones online or consult a coin expert. Is there buzz around similar coins in the collector market? This can influence value. Remember, condition does play a role, but rarity and uniqueness can sometimes outweigh it. As of today, the collector market for Lincoln pennies, especially the 1999 edition, is thriving. Collectors are paying top dollar for coins with unique features, even in poor condition. Online platforms, heritage auctions, and specialized coin forums are great places to start if you're looking to sell or just curious about the value of your coin. Prices vary widely, but some heavily worn pennies with distinctive shading have been sold for $68,000 or more. And if you have a 1999 penny with a rare error, you could be looking at a significantly higher payout. If you think you've struck gold or copper, in this case, here are a few tips. Store it in a protective sleeve or case to prevent further damage. Use online resources or consult a professional to estimate its value. Look for reputable buyers or auction houses. Avoid quick sales unless you know the true worth of your coin. Even a poor condition coin can fetch a premium if it's marketed correctly. So there you have it. The 1999 Lincoln Memorial penny may just be worth a closer look. Whether it's the unique shading, potential mint errors, or just the curiosity it sparks in collectors, this humble 1-cent coin proves that sometimes big value comes in small packages. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and stories. And let us know in the comments, have you come across a unique 1999 penny in your collection? Until next time, happy collecting.